I can move mountains. I build cities and destroy them. I've brought people together since time began, and I have the power to tear them apart. It takes a great wall to hold me back, but I can be held by a human hand. I run faster than Usain Bolt and run around the globe, and yet for millions, I run out far too soon. Every year, people spend 40 billion hours in search of me, yet I kill more people than all forms of violence, including war. I am the one thing no one can live without, be they rich or poor or young or old or living anywhere under the sun. I cover 70% of our planet. Yet for 748 million people, I'm still hard to find. I am essential to life, yet far too often, I end it. I am water.
Let's begin with the introduction.
Water is the most basic element in our lives, and it is required by all living organisms to perform their metabolism processes and to continue their lives. Water scarcity is the lack of fresh water resources to meet the standard water demand. Water scarcity can also be caused by droughts, lack of rainfall, or pollution. There are two types of water scarcity. The first one is physical water scarcity, that is, inadequate fresh water supply to meet the demand of a region. The second one is economic water scarcity. It is resulted from the poor management to the existing water resources, causing it to become unsuitable for drinking and other domestic purposes. Causes of water scarcity. Causes of water scarcity involves water pollution, overpopulation and increased human demand, deforestation and overuse of water. Water pollution. Contamination of the water bodies mainly by agriculture, industrial and domestic waste. Harmful chemical compounds in wastewater will pollute the water sources if it is directly discharged into lakes, rivers, and the ocean. Overpopulation and increased human demand. Increase in human population will increase the human demand of water. Water is needed for domestic purposes, commercial purposes, and industrial purposes. Deforestation. Deforestation impacts on the Earth's water cycle. When deforestation occurs, precious rain is lost from the area, flowing away as river water and causing permanent drying. Excessive cutting down the trees will enable heavy rainfalls directly bring down the soil particles into the water bodies, hence polluting the water. Overuse of water. Water shortage may be caused by climate change such as altered weather patterns including droughts or floods, increased pollution and increased human demand and overuse of water. Groundwater has been pumped up to meet the demand of fresh water. It leads to groundwater depletion and causing water scarcity.
Now, let's come to the effects of water scarcity. Water scarcity affects us in various ways. Some of them are health issue, sanitary issue, agricultural issue, and education. Health issue. Water scarcity is a threat to mental health problems due to insufficient supplement of water to brain tissues. Absence of adequate water hampers the basic hygiene habits of people, thereby pushing a large section of population to deadly diseases. Sanitary issue. Contaminated water is linked to transmission of diseases such as cholera, diarrhea, typhoid, etc. Today, 2.2 billion people lack access to safe drinking water services and 4.2 billion people lack safely managed sanitation services. Now, the agricultural issue. Water scarcity has a huge impact on food production. Without water, people do not have a means of watering the crops and therefore to provide food for the fast-growing population. Farmers are unable to manage their crop cycles. Many farmers are reported to commit suicide due to the problems faced by them. Education. Water scarcity makes it difficult for people to get the education that they deserve because those children are either too sick to go to school or they are working to help get water to the home and the family. In many places, girls are not allowed to go to school so that they can serve the family by getting water and taking care of families.
Now, the solution of water scarcity. Number 1. Desalination of water. 2. Water recycling. 3. Water leakage detector. 4. Water irrigation. Here is the explanation of desalination of water. Number 1. The process of removing dissolved salt and mineral from saline water. Number 2. Not applicable for the water which contain toxic substance and sewages. Number 3. One of the way is through membrane separation. So the next is water recycling. Number 1. The process of converting used or wastewater into the water that can be reused for other purpose. Number 2. Primary treatment. The process of removing solid matter. Number 3. Secondary treatment. Biological degradation of organic matter in the effluent. Number 4. Tertiary treatment. Removal of all the both nitrogen and phosphorus from the water. So the next is water leak detector. Number 1. Water leakage is the accidental escape of water through a hole or a crack in the system. Number 2. Water leak detects and locates the leakage of water from pipelines. So the next is water irrigation. Number 1. Effective water management in agriculture should be planned so that minimum amount of water can be used to irrigate the maximum amount of farming land. Number 2. Water management in agriculture. Number 3. Irrigation management to use irrigation water in the most profitable way. Number 4. Rain-fed agriculture. Farming practice that rely on rainfall for water. And now the conclusion. The first point is the water is one of the most indispensable resources for the life in the land, and nevertheless the man wastage it without measure of a form or other one. The best way to offsetting this problem is conscientizer to the person on the rational utilization of this resource. The second point, water scarcity is one of the global pressuring issue which causes many side effects to the socio-economics of a nation. It should not be overlooked, and the authorities in charge should act immediately before this problem becomes more serious. We should practice the habit of conservation of water in our daily life. Third point, adopt better farming techniques such as minimum tillage, leaving crop reduce on fields, and ground cover on drainage. Integrate the use of surface and groundwater so as to have a more effective use of the total resources. For instance, irrigate with surplus surface water to recharge groundwater aquifers, and when surface water is in short supply, use more groundwater for irrigation. And the last point is, in arid and semi-arid regions, encourage the development of crops that require less water and drought resistant. Conserving water can also extend the life of our system by reducing soil saturation and reducing any pollution due to leaks. Thank you.